going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today's video, we'll be checking out the brand new upcoming update that is going to come in Tower of God New World on November 29th. But before I get started on the video, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and also turn on post notification bell so that you guys can always stay tuned as I post new videos. I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys are new here on the channel, I created a brand new Discord server, so if you guys have any questions regarding Reverse 1999 and Tower of God New World, you can join the server by going to my channel description. You see the server link there, and I also post a server link in the comment section down below. But anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's hop right into the video. So it's been a while since I read these developer notes, because I've been busy with other games like Reverse 1999. But this developer note is extremely important because if you guys haven't watched my previous developer note video, basically on November 29th, there's going to be a huge update. Basically, they're going to add a lot of new things into the game. So let's go ahead and see what we can read. Let's go ahead and see what the future is in store. So as mentioned in dev note number 5, the development team is aware of the problem of the rapid increase of difficulty after floor 16 and stagnation in adventure mode, as well as the lack of Shinsu or Link EXP for Shinsu Link growth to overcome this. Various preparations are being made to resolve this matter. In the first improvement batch, we wanted to check the impact of directly adjusting the difficulty of stages from floor 16 to floor 29 through the 11/15 update, basically November 15th update. They basically adjusted the difficulty, made it a little bit easier. Since there is a close relationship between Shinsu Link growth and adventure mode balance, the plan was to apply it sequentially and carefully check the progress of regulars and make improvements. We underestimated that there would be so many regulars enjoying our content and should have made improvements to meet your various needs sooner. However, we plan to account for this moving forward. Moreover, we are unable to apply the promised reward improvements during this process. Improvements include increasing stage clear rewards, achievement, and loot rewards. Due to many concerns and discussions about how to apply retroactive compensation to the regulars who have already cleared the stage and finding a balance of fairness with regulars who have not yet cleared the stage, there was a delay, and as a result, the reward improvements were not included in the November 15th update. So they basically promised additional rewards, more achievements, but they didn't implement it on November 15th, sorry, unfortunately. So maybe later on in the future they're going to include it, but we're just gonna have to wait and see when they're going to add it. Because as you guys can see, they say, we sincerely apologize once again for not being able to keep our promise. We will continue to improve rewards in various ways, including these mentioned above, and we are preparing a separate supplementary system, Astral. More detailed information about the Astral system will be provided later. So they made a promise and they basically broke it. So they basically broke that promise, and they're basically going to add a new loot system. Like, they're basically going to add a new supplementary system called Astral Lab, and it's going to be added into the game later on, hopefully on November 29th. The balance above floor 30 was planned to be adjusted in the 29th update, taking into account both the difficulty adjustment results of the previous floor and the balance of the new content, Ignition Weapon. So Ignition Weapon is the biggest part about this 29th update, and you guys will see why. However, even though some regulars have sufficiently developed Shinsu Link, problems have arisen in which it is difficult to clear stages of floor 31 or higher. We are faced with a situation where it is difficult to ask our regulars to wait until the next update. It may be possible to simply adjust the balance up to floor 35, but we thought it would be inappropriate for the stagnation to continue longer despite efforts to achieve rapid growth. We decided to promptly implement the Shinsu level rank and expansion schedule for the 29th update, so we conducted the second balance improvement patch on the 17th. We would like to improve the current unreasonable adventure difficulty level in the Shinsu League growth system so that various features can be combined together to provide our regulars the enjoyment of continuously clearing the adventure. So basically, to summarize this entire part of the dev note, they're basically just readjusting the adventure mode difficulty. That's literally all they're doing. They're just readjusting the difficulty, making it a little bit easier for players who are trying to grind and trying to get through adventure mode, because the higher you go, like the higher you go up to the most you complete the tower, like the most floors you complete, the harder it gets. So they're basically trying to tweak the difficulty a little bit so that it can be a little bit easier. I guess that's not bad, but we'll see. We'll see how much they tweak that difficulty. The progress plan for reward balance is as follows. So they have a progress plan for rewards. Number one, daily mission and weekly mission reward improvement. All right, so they basically improved the daily mission and weekly mission reward. Let's see what they added. So this will be added on the 29th of November. We will provide additional Shinsu Link growth materials in daily and weekly missions, which are one of the regular sources of rewards to help you grow further. Okay, now this is really huge because I feel like one of the biggest things that's holding back players from progressing through the game is, of course, Shinsu Link. Like, the more you level up your characters, the stronger your character gets. That's pretty obvious. But getting those Shinsu Link are like, it's really hard to get those Shinsu Link, because the only way you can get those Shinsu Link is basically by grinding tower and getting AFK loot. That's literally the only way to get Shinsu Link, is by grinding the adventure mode and tower. That's literally it. So it's really good that they're providing Shinsu Link growth resources for daily missions and weekly missions as well. For number two, Guardians Test reward and balance adjustment to be added on the 29th. The Guardians Test was designed to provide continuous challenges each day and receive rewards, but as the level of difficulty became too easy and attractiveness of the rewards decreased, it became merely a task. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Guardians Test, I haven't done Guardians Test for like 2 weeks. I'm not gonna lie, because it became a little bit tedious. Like, it just basically became like a homework assignment. Like, I just kept logging into the game, and every single time I looked at Guardians Test, I was like, man, I don't feel like doing that, because one, the rewards were just not really worth it, to be honest. Even though you do get, summon tickets, it's still not worth it that much. But other than that, it was really easy as well. So it kind of got tedious because it was just too easy and the rewards were just not it. So they say that we are adjusting its balance in a way that makes it more enjoyable. So I'm pretty sure what they mean by this is that they're going to make it a little bit more difficult, and it will be improved to be more helpful for actual growth, providing more fun and challenging experience than it is now, while also serving as a source of rewards and Link EXP. So now they're going to add EXP and also source rewards as well. So that's actually pretty good. So now the next thing we're going to talk about is Astral system. So this is like the newest thing. It's not going to be added on the 29th of November, but it's going to be added on the 20th of December. So as mentioned earlier, after much thought about improving the essential adventure rewards that were not applied in the 15th, we have decided to build a new separate system that could increase loot. We considered a structure that would reflect both existing efforts and the future playing experience. When the Astral system is applied, Astral Key, based on the teammate's original grade, will be given whenever the teammate proceeds limit break. You can use this Astral Key to control time for coin, Shinsu, and Link EXP, and loot to continuously obtain additional rewards. The Astral will be unlocked upon clearing a certain adventure chapter, and the time of unlocking is under review, but is being considered being applied at a time when new regulars have a certain level of understanding of the game. This is a method that allows you to retroactively receive Astral Keys according to the limit breaks of teammates of all grades, including rares and SR grades who have already progressed their limit breaks. You can immediately increase your loot through the Astral Keys you have obtained. You will develop it as quickly as possible so that we can release it on the 20th of November. So basically, this is what the Astral is going to look like. There's basically going to be keys, and I'm pretty sure the more you limit break your characters, you're going to be able to obtain these keys, and you'll be able to receive additional rewards like coin, Shinsu, and Link EXP. So that's pretty much the Astral So they're basically adding like another system for you to obtain more rewards. Now for the direction of future events to be added on the 29th update. So now we're going to, get some events. Since launch, we feel like we have been unable to provide our regulars with the proper level of enjoyment through the campaign and other events. Yeah, to be honest, I haven't been playing the game that much. Like, of course, I log in to get my rewards, but I haven't been playing the game that much to the point where I'm participating in the events. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the Shibisu event, that event is kind that event was kind of boring. Like, if I'm being honest, that event was really kind of boring. So I didn't really participate in it. So I'll say like the events so far, they've been really dry lately. So hopefully I hope that they can actually add better events and events that we can actually enjoy. There were many factors, but the core problem was that the key rewards could not be received just by playing persistently, and the number of times you could enter content was too limited even if you wanted to enjoy it more. We made efforts to make changes but ended up disappointing our regulars every time. Therefore, when designing future events, we will make adjustments so that we not only provide sufficient play opportunities, but also ensure that key rewards can be earned by consistently playing and participating. We promise to use the above configuration as the main structure, but to design it with auxiliary charges so that you can shorten the time, repeatedly obtain rewards, or catch up on parts you missed playing. This will be applied starting from the upcoming campaign event. Our goal is to improve the content and rewards that are fundamentally lacking and quickly start developing content from past campaigns and new types of events and mini games so that there is no down week without something to do. So basically, they're going to add more content and they're going to make sure that this time the events are going to be a lot more fun. They're going to make sure that everyone wants to participate in these events and that the rewards are worth it, and basically just make the event fun, because even though the rewards are good, make the event fun, make it enjoyable. That's like the whole point of playing the game, is to have fun. So hopefully in future, like hopefully the more events we have, the better they are, because at the end of the day, the devs, they're learning from their mistakes, and they're making the game better. So it's just gonna take time, but all I gotta say is that rewards is not the most important thing when it comes to playing a game. It's all about whether or not the game is fun, because if you're just playing a game for rewards, then you're not gonna have fun. You're just gonna have a bad time playing a game. But if you're actually playing a game to have fun, then that's like the most important part about gaming, is just to play the game to have fun. So it's really nice that they're considering the fact that they're going to basically improve future events, because that's one of my biggest concerns, is the events. The events became a little bit too tedious, and it was just like the same thing over and over again. So hopefully they change something, like they just basically change the events and make it a little bit better. Now, next category, we have supplementary sources of SSR Plus teammates. This is going to be added on the 29th as well. Many regulars have asked us to make it easier to acquire SSR Plus teammates. So this is basically, the whole SSR Plus situation. SSR Plus teammates are the highest level teammates, so we intentionally tried to make them rare, but made a misjudgment that did not provide a solution for obtaining them. By adding the black market system, we would like to provide direct help in acquiring the SSR Plus teammates you prefer. In the black market, you can pick up the specific SSR Plus teammate you want, and the desired SSR Plus teammate is guaranteed once you meet the pity system conditions. Finally, thank you. Like, that's all they needed to do. Just added a guaranteed pity system. It's not that hard. The black market system is a mid-ladder content that will unlock after clearing a certain adventure chapter. Conceptually, it is composed of a request receiving part based on the part where Gia Gia appears as informant in the Hand of Arlen area in the original webtoon. So they're basically saying that in order for you to unlock this guaranteed pity system, you need to like basically clear certain adventure chapters in order for you to unlock the guaranteed pity system. In the black market, unlike a normal summon, you can obtain a pickup teammate. If acquisitions fails, you can receive another item. You can use suspend them or a separate ticket in this content. In addition, convenience feature improvements that allow you to check the growth level and possession status when selecting a pickup teammate are also prepared to be applied along with the normal summon and are scheduled to be applied on the 29th update. So this is basically how it's going to look like. This is how the Gia black market looks like. So basically, in order for you to unlock this guaranteed pity system, you basically have to complete a certain adventure chapter in order for you to actually unlock this whole system. So that's actually good news, the fact that we can actually get the SSR Plus that we want. Now, here's the part that I'm extremely excited about. Ignition weapons. So, like I said, ignition weapons, let's do a quick rundown. So, ignition weapon is basically your artifacts. Now, we already have equipment in the game, but ignition weapon is your artifacts. Like, you're actually getting stats from this. Like, you're getting bonus stats. This is where building your character is going to be extremely important, because the equipments, they all had the same stat, right? They all had the same stat. There was no bonus stat for the equipment, but this time, ignition weapons, you can actually, this is where the RNG comes in. You're basically going to get bonus stats for a specific character. So this is going to be really exciting. We provided some introduction to ignition weapon in the last dev note, and since it is a content that will be released soon, we would like to provide more details about them. The ignition weapon is an additional piece of equipment that can be obtained from Expedition the Secret Floor. So this is basically what the Expedition category is going to look like now. Right now it basically has Guardian Test, Trial Area, Arena, Conquest Mode, and Mock Battle, but now it has the Secret Floor. So this is what it looks like. As you guys can see, these are the equipments. Now, they have A grade on them, so I'm pretty sure, like, you know, the rarity is going to be higher and higher. But this is the best part about this. You can challenge it by selecting the type of ignition weapon you want to acquire in the Secret Floor. On 29th, 4 types of ignition weapons will be introduced for the first time. Each ignition weapon has its own story and consists of 5 parts and will have 2 and 4 sets of set effects. So if you guys are not familiar with the, you know, set effects, if you ever play games such as, you know, Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and also games like, let's say, Black Clover Mobile, they basically have these artifact system. You guys know that typical gacha artifact system where each set has an effect. That's what we're going to get in the ignition weapon system. So this is what it's going to look like. So basically each artifact, each ignition weapon is basically going to have its own story, and it seems like for when you're trying to grind for equipment, you're going to have 3 free daily challenges. So you can only go, like, you can basically only have 3 free attempts. And then the fact that it says free, I'm pretty sure, like, are you gonna have to suspend them in order for you to get more attempts? I don't know, but it says free challenge, so there's only 3 free attempts. And the fact that it says rate right here, there's definitely going to be some RNG involved in this. So this is what it looks like. As you guys can see, this is exactly what I'm talking about with the bonus stats, the effect stats. This is what's going to make most characters good. Like Vile, for example, the fact that Vile is, let's be honest, he's one of the worst SSR Plus characters in the game. Maybe this can actually, you know, help him a lot because of, you know, these additional set effects. So this is really exciting. Like, defense increased by whatever percent until the end of battle, and then once you get a set of 4 upon a successful provocation, 11% of the teammates max HP. Yeah, I'm excited about this. This is going to be fire. The secret room has a daily attempt limit, but more attempts can be acquired by using master keys. So I was right. So you basically get 3 free daily attempts, and you're gonna have to spend keys in order for you to get more attempts, or purchase by using suspend them. So you can basically suspend them or use master keys. You can select a restraint system when challenging a secret floor stage. The restraint system is a penalty factor that debuffs allies, buffs enemies, and grants restraint points based on a restraint level when clearing the dungeon. Quest rewards will be distributed based on the number of achieved points. Quests reset every week, so you can keep receiving rewards continuously. Daily attempts will not be deducted, and master keys will not be consumed if you are defeated, so make sure to take it on various challenges. You will receive an ignition weapon if you win, so you can challenge it yourself continuously to complete sets by focusing on your target weapon, and then create more options to form a stronger team. Ignition weapons are divided in 3 ranks, which with main stats and secondary stats. Main stats consist of a stats set attached to each part, while secondary stats are applied randomly, independently of the part. Like that, secondary stats are not duplicated with the main stats. The maximum secondary stat that can be achieved varies based on the weapon's rank. The higher the rank, the higher the maximum secondary stat that can be applied, and the better your weapon's performance will be. So basically, the higher rarity you get for the artifact, basically the ignition weapon, the more stats you can get for basically that stat that you want. For example, let's say you have a C artifact, you're gonna get trash stats, but if you have an A rank artifact, you're gonna get good stats. So basically that's how it is. Like regular equipment, ignition weapons can be enhanced. Enhancement materials can be obtained through quests, or you can use other unused ignition weapons as enhancement materials. For every 4 enhancement tiers, a new secondary stat is added, or a secondary stat gets randomly enhanced. We expect to bring a new exciting challenge to our regular's journey to the top with the addition of a strong weapon anyone can obtain, ignition weapon farming, and set effects to match your teammates. All following the stylization this type of weapon had in the original webtoon. We are prepared to thoroughly revive that expectation. This is the best part of the 29th update, the fact that they're introducing artifacts into this game. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I just saw the equipment, I was like, okay, they have equipment in this game, so do each, like, can you, like, where's the additional set effects at? Like, all I see are stats. Like, all the stats are the same. Where's the set effects? So the fact that we're literally going to get artifacts in this game is really, really good. So this is actually exciting. Now we move on to the next part with it, which is other convenience features and improvements. So honestly, I won't read over this. This is basically just improvements, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then for future update plans, a light fun mini game. So this is going to be added on the 6th of December. It's going to be like it's like some type of Donkey Kong climb tower type event. And for alliance content, basically, if you're part of an alliance, then this is going to be important. But this is what's the alliance is going to look like. I'm pretty sure like the last dev note, they said that they're going to change a lot of like the the alliance UI, just basically changing the in-game design of alliance, and they're going to add more rewards. And then Tower of Alliances, basically this is going to be added on January, basically next year. There's going to be co-op events, so you can do a lot more things with your own alliance. So that's pretty much it. I don't think they revealed, they didn't really reveal any new characters for the next update, but honestly, this dev note was really, really good. The fact that they're introducing more artifacts, like, I would say like this dev note, it was mostly about changing the game to the point where they're adding a lot of new things. For example, artifacts, they're going to add, so like, more in-game content. They're going to add, new things. For example, acquiring free SSR plus characters, guaranteed pity, which is actually insane. There's a lot of things that they're going to add. They're going to add Astral Key. There's just so many things that they're implementing into the game, which is really, really good, because Tower of God New World, it has potential to be a really, really solid game. It's just that they just have to put their mind into it and make sure that, the events just make the game enjoyable. Because at the end of the day, the game is all about having fun. It's not about just getting rewards and just trying to have the strongest account. It's about having fun and actually enjoying the game. So hopefully this update is going to be really solid. I'm definitely going to check it out and make some videos on this update. It's going to be live in literally 2 days. So I wonder who the next character is going to be, because they didn't really show who's going to be the next character. But hopefully, we get some more news on who's going to be the next character. But anyways, I believe in the video at that. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. And what do you guys think about this dev note? Are you guys excited? I want to see y'all's opinions in the comment section down below. But I appreciate you all for watching this video, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.